Hello everyone, welcome to the solution of LeetCode problem 1376 named time needed to inform all employees. In this problem, a company has an employees with unique ID for each of them, which is from 0 to n-1, and the head of the company is the one which has the head ID. It is given. Now, each employee has one direct manager given in the manager array, where manager of I is the direct manager of the ith employee. Now, manager of head ID is equal to -1. That means the head of the company does not have any of the manager. Also, it is guaranteed that the subordination relationship have a tree structure. Now, the head of the company wants to inform all the company employee an urgent piece of news. He will inform his direct subordinates and they will inform their subordinates and so on until all the employee know about the urgent news. Now, the ith employee needs inform term I minutes to inform all of his direct subordinates. Now, that is after information time of 5 minutes, all his direct subordinates can start spreading the news. Now we have to return the number of minutes needed to inform all of the employees about the urgent news. So here, let's consider this example. This is the root 2, which has 5 children, 0, 1, 3, 4, and 5. That means 2 is the direct manager of the 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 3, 4, and 5. So here, the time needed employee 2 to spread the news to its subordinate is unit 1, which is this. So here we can say that there are in total 1 minute needed to inform all of its subordinates. That means in 1 minute, the news can spread from the head of the department, which is 2, to its subordinate. This is the pretty straightforward problem statement. I hope you understood it. Now let's move on to the algorithm. Now here, to understand the algorithm, we have taken this example. Here, the manager of the company or the head of the company is 0, which has 2 subordinates, 1 and 2, and 0 needs 1 unit time to inform its subordinates. Now, 1 has 2 subordinates, 3 and 4, and it needs 2 unit of time to inform its subordinates. And 2 has 2 children, 5 and 6, which has needed 3 unit time to inform its subordinates. So here, in the 3 amount of time, the news can be split from 2 to 5. So, what is the time it needed to inform all of the subordinate? In 1 unit of time, the news is split from this to this and this to that. Then, after that, 2 minutes of time, the information will be split into his 2 children. Then, after 3 minutes of time, information will be spread into his 2 children. So, the total amount of time will be, which is in this path, it will be 1 plus 3. In this path, it will be 1 plus 2. 1 is this, 2 is this. So the total unit of time it needed to spread the news will be 4, which is the maximum of 3 and 4, which is 4. So this is the pretty straightforward diagram. I hope you understood the problem statement deeply now. Now let's move on to the algorithm. Now, how can we basically solve this problem? We can basically solve this problem by using the DFS algorithm. For the DFS, we start the DFS in the root, and for each of the node or each of the children, we have to calculate the amount of time it needed to inform all of its subordinates and return it. Now, before jumping into the DFS solution, first try to understand that this is a directed graph problem. That means the information can be floated from top to bottom or from the manager to the subordinates. So there is one directional connection. Now the DFS starts from the node 0. From 0, we can get back to the node 1. From 1, we can get back to the node 3. Now, node 3 does not have any of the children. So it's both of the children will return time 0. That means it needs basically 0 time to inform all of the employee or all of the subordinates. And node 3 will also return the value 0. Now we are at this node 1, and from node 1 we will get back to the 4, and from 4 it has 2 children, both of them will return 0, and 4 will again return the value 0. That means the node 3 and 4 does not need any of the time to inform its subordinates. Now, what value does this 1 return? Here, 1 will return the maximum of its left and right children, which is 0, plus its time to inform all of its subordinates, which is 2. That means 1 will return the value 2. And from 0, again, similarly, we will get back to the 2. From 2, we will get back to the 5. And similarly, 5 will return 0 because it does not need any of the time to inform its subordinates. And from 2, we will again get back to the 6. From 6, we will get back to the 0 again, or return the value 0, and we will get back to the 2. Now, what basically these two return? It will return the maximum its left and right return value, which is 0, plus its time to inform all of its subordinate, which is 3. That means the node 2 will return the value 3. Now we are at this top node 0, and it will return the maximum of 2 and 3, its left and right children value, plus its time to inform all of its subordinate, which is 1. That means it will return 3 plus 1, which is 4. So here, according to the DFS, the root node 0 basically needs 4 units of time to inform all of its subordinates. I hope you understood the algorithm. Now let's move on to the code. In this problem, the code is pretty simple. At first, we are given a function named number of minutes, which has integer n, the head ID, which is the head of the company, and the manager vector and inform time vector. Now, we have to make an adjacency list as it is a graph problem. And here, for each of the entry in the manager array, if the manager is not equal to -1, that means the current node is not manager. That means there is a direct connection between the manager of I to the node I. And we have to return the DFS with the head ID. Now inside the DFS, for each of the node, the maximum is 0. Then we have to calculate the maximum value its children return. So we have to iterate the adjacency list of this node, and for each of the children, we have to recursively call the DFS function. And after completing the maximum, this node will return the inform time of this node, which is the information spreading time this node needs to inform the information to its subordinates, plus the variable maximum, which is the maximum time written by its children. Finally, the return value of the DFS of this head ID will be returned and we will get our answer. I hope you understood the code. Thank you everyone for watching the video. We will get back soon with another LeetCode solution.